I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. One of my retired clients is fond of telling me, growing old is not for the faint of heart. As we age, it really becomes increasingly important for us to have a support system that's going to advocate for us or, in effect, have our back. Putting a support system together, though, isn't something that just happens in a vacuum. It takes time, money, and intentionality. I know far too many people who have no one looking after them. No one looking after their emotional needs, physical needs, or financial well-being as they go through retirement. Many struggle through retirement unnecessarily because of the lack of past financial planning and the impact of poor financial decisions. It's pretty heartbreaking to watch, especially when the suffering was unnecessary. There are a number of missteps people can make during retirement. Here are the common ones. First, not updating your retirement plan at least annually. I think a lot of people think that financial planning is kind of a one and done event, but financial planning doesn't end when you retire. Ongoing revisions are important to provide for comfort, well-being, and financial security. The January 6, 2021 article by Derek Tharp at kitces.com points out that for people who are receiving ongoing advice and are able to adjust spending along the way, there's little risk that they would actually ever run out of money. He goes on to make the case that the data suggests people who don't have professional advice in retirement are at a considerably higher risk of either running out of money or living a retirement lifestyle far under what they could experience. The second one is assuming taking money from your IRA is easy. IRAs are governed by a complex set of laws and regulations, necessitating a number of equally complicated strategies for maximizing distributions and minimizing taxes that need consideration. These include rules and strategies around RMDs, QCDs, 72TS, Roth conversions, protecting from creditor lawsuits, rollover rules, complex beneficiary limitations, and requirements around inherited IRAs. Mess up on any of these rules, and the tax-deferred status of your IRA may disappear, requiring you to hand over up to 40% to the IRS. The third is ignoring the emotional aspect of retirement. The transition into retirement is more than just a financial passage. It's also a huge emotional transition that many people find very difficult to work through successfully. Emotional struggles left unaddressed before and during retirement can unravel the best laid retirement plans. There's a number of studies that show that depression is a huge issue amongst those that have retired. Number 4, overspending in early retirement. One of the common missteps is the tendency to overspend during the first 5 years of retirement. Many discover that after it's too late, that they really needed to be spending less. Number 5, underspending when it isn't necessary. The same frugal mindset that accounts for many people being able to save adequate funds for retirement can actually serve to threaten them in retirement. Changing the mindset from saver to spender is not easy. I've seen people who fearfully live a retirement lifestyle far less than they could afford, continuing the pre-retirement struggle to scrimp and save when such struggling isn't needed anymore. Unnecessarily cutting expenses or even necessities when the money exists to fully fund them for the rest of your life preserves financial resources, but may actually waste your emotional and spiritual human resources. And finally, not preparing for the inevitable decline in cognitive functioning. It's easy to say to yourself, when things start getting harder to do, I'll get some help with my finances. The reality is that cognitive decline is often gradual, and by the time most of us recognize it in ourselves, financial damage has been done. These are 6 reasons it is important that early in retirement you assemble a trustworthy team of financial advisors, friends, and family who know you, care about you, and will be there to step in when you need them. Thanks for joining me.